Give me just a moment, guys. We'll be live very soon. I'm just setting up everything. Give me just a moment. I'm loading everything up. Okay, we should be good to go now. So there's a few criteria we're going to be looking at. We have a deal. I edited the number essentially, the numbers in order to basically maintain the confidentiality of it. Got about, see how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 banks we're going to be calling today. These are some of the questions. First, we're going to talk about leverage loans, which is the type of loans we need to acquire businesses. We're going to talk about what's the max amount, what's the max loan time frame without real estate, the interest rates, the lending geography, is it statewide or national. Then we're going to talk about cash flows based loans. We're going to talk about DSCR, lending criteria for a new individual, collateral and personal guarantee. We're going to talk about risk assessment, asset-based valuations, and then the official documents that outlines lending procedures. Following that, there's another thing I want to touch on, which is the Small Business Lending Fund and Community Development Loan Funds. And these are anywhere between 50,000 to 4 million and below market rates. This is not SBA. This is separate from SBA. So I want to see what that's all about. So let's get started with the first bank. It's going to be WAFD Bank.
WAFD Bank, this is Lori. How can I help you?
Hey, Lori, I'm looking to speak with a commercial lending officer.
All right. Just one moment, please.
No problem.
Okay. What size loan or what type of project were you looking at so I can direct you to the right person?
Absolutely. This is going to be leverage loans for business acquisition.
Okay. Let you talk to Luke Thomas. And he is out at our Cottonwood office right now. Let me give you that number.
No problem. Thank you very much.
It is 801-278-3875.
Let me repeat that. His name is going to be Luke, and the number is going to be 801-278-3875. Is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
You as well. Bye. All right, so let's call Mr. Luke. And guys, let me know if you could hear me. Audio is good. And you can hear the individuals we got on the phone as well. Let me just double check my audio. Everything looks good so far. And let's talk to Luke. See what he got going on.
Thank you for calling WAFD Bank. This is Casey. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm looking to speak with Luke. I spoke to another individual and they told me to call you guys.
Okay, yeah, give me just a moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's Luke.
Hey, Luke, my name is Valentino. I got a medical staffing business I'm interested in acquiring, and I'm currently shopping around terms. You're okay with a few questions?
Hi, Valentino. Yeah, I got about 10 minutes for us.
Go for it. So, I'm looking for leverage loans. Do you guys provide that for business acquisitions?
For business acquisition,
Correct.
leveraged on what?
Based on the cash flows. So essentially, I'm looking to buy this business, owner's looking to retire, and I need a loan.
Okay. Um, if we get full financials from the business itself,
Mhm.
yes, we would consider a leveraged loan in that scenario.
Absolutely. Yeah, I could send those details, but before that, let me ask you a few preliminary questions. Now, the asking price for this business is about $10.5 million. I don't know what your max loan amount is for a business acquisition.
Um, that puts us into an interesting box, but that's well below my max loan amount.
Okay, great. Now, this would be without real estate, so what is the max time frame I can get on that? Is that 7 to 10 years?
Sorry, time frame?
Yeah, for the loan. Is it a 7 year loan, 10 year loan without real estate? How long can I get the loan for?
Any equipment?
Not really. It's a
Okay, more
staffing
than that,
business,
so
so it's heavy
more
on
than that
cash
in
flows.
staffing. I'm thinking that we would be under a 6-year term.
Under 6 year? Okay, and interest rates, how do those look?
I would need more information.
Great. So let me give you an overall detail of the business. Projected gross revenue for 2023 is $8.5 million, and the projected adjusted EBITDA for 2023 is $2.5 million.
Okay. What's existing debt?
Sorry, say that again?
What's the existing debt of the business?
Existing debt? No, the owner's gonna be in charge of that, so it's gonna be without the debt.
Okay, what's your debt service?
My DSCR right now is about 1.75.
Okay.
If you don't mind, could you get a little closer? I'm having trouble hearing you.
I said, okay. Um, so how much was your calculated EBITDA?
Calculated EBITDA is 2.5 million. So one thing I want to know, because we're still discussing the structure of the purchase of the business, is how do you guys deal with seller finance or equity holds, if that's a problem at all?
It's not a problem at all.
Okay.
It would be on a full carryback.
Explain that to me.
Um, a full carryback would be where you have to pay our loan off first before
Okay.
you can pay the seller carry note.
Oh yeah, that's not an issue. Now I do have additional questions. One is that I'm going to be a first-time buyer, so I don't know how the lending criteria for a new individual would be.
What's your experience in the market?
Experience personally, 2 years financial analysis, first time buying a business.
Okay. Any experience in the
The medical staffing?
business?
No,
Yeah.
I do have a doctor on board that can assist with that. And the owner wants to remain, well, we negotiated for him to remain for the first 12 months, transitory period.
12 months?
Yes, transitory.
Okay. And you have other staff that are
It's
on
just
board
a,
with you too?
It's just the owner and an assistant. A lot of the individuals are going to be travel nurses. So we get the contracts, essentially I get the contracts with whoever needs the nurses and we supply them. So it's a very light business, but it's cash flowing very well.
What's your purchase price?
Purchase price is $10,050,000 is what he's asking for. Now, how much are we going to put down? That's still in negotiations. We're considering a 33 structure. We're going to put 33% down, 33% seller finance, and 33% equity hold, which is private equity standard.
So you're looking at $7 million or a $6 million loan.
Give or take. Yeah. Now, I do want to specify something. This is not an asset-heavy business, so it's going to be mostly reliant on the cash flows. I don't know if that's going to be an issue or what collateral you would be asking for.
What's the AR like?
Accounts receivable, I still haven't checked those.
Okay. I mean, let's see. At the $6 million, right? Even if you are doing debt service on that, you know, I typed in a rosy scenario with
Okay.
a 7% rate and a 4-year term. Right?
Okay.
Your debt service on that is 1.7 million, and then you're looking at, you know, 2 million to get to would be a 1.25 debt service, so you're going to be well above that.
Okay.
If your debt service yourself is at 1.75, you know, we're probably sitting somewhere around 1.5, 1.6 for debt service.
Okay.
So that's feasible. We jumped that rate up to, you know, for uncollateralized debt, you know, say 10%.
Okay.
You're looking at 1.8 annual debt service on the 4-year term.
Explain that to me
That's on
very
that's
quickly.
on the full $6 million.
The uncollateralized debt. What do you mean by that? So I'm assuming because there's very
Well,
little
you have
collaterals.
leverage in the debt,
Mhm.
right? But it's not, and the business is, you know, obviously has a UCC1 on it, but that UCC1 is just on the valuation of the business, which the valuation of the business has blue sky in it, right? So there's not tangible collateral there.
Okay.
You have intangible collateral,
Okay.
right?
Right.
And that's just market price for it. So in that scenario, you're not collateralized.
Okay. So my rates would be higher essentially.
So your rates would be higher.
Okay.
Right? You're not going to be paying, you know, low market, you know, rate for that because,
That's understood.
you know,
Yeah.
let's say you default, right?
Right.
What's the bank going to come and take? We don't want to run a medical staffing business. That's not our business.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you know, how do we sell that? Well, we sell the book of business, right? Well, how do we sell a book of business? We're not going to get dollar for dollar on it.
Okay.
Or probably not even going to get 75 cents on the dollar for it.
Okay.
Or, in this scenario, 60 cents on the dollar.
I see.
So, I mean, that's just when my underwriter comes back and looks at me, so, you know, Luke, this goes down a year and all of a sudden the market crashes.
Right.
How do I make sure that we get our money back for our depositors? Right. That's the conversation that I gotta have.
Absolutely. Right? No, I agree with you. I'm very I like to assess the risk of future cash flows and ensure that we do have those to substantiate the debt.
You know your numbers. You got numbers that can crunch fairly easily on that.
Okay.
You know, just a bar napkin analysis of it. Let me ask some questions and see what our appetite is.
Great. Could I get your email?
Yeah, it's Luke
Mhm.
Luke dot Thomas
Mhm.
at WAFD, WAFD,
Mhm.
bank.com.
Okay, perfect. And very quickly, I got another question, if you don't mind me asking.
Shoot, Valentino.
Now, I'm a very analytical person. I know the FDIC has standards in how they proceed with loans. Does your bank have a specific document that outlines loan procedures for business acquisitions that I could review?
Not that I am familiar with, no.
No? So would that be just the standard documents from the government, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Great. So,
A lot of that might be SBA stuff. I wouldn't be necessarily looking at doing an
yeah,
SBA.
I don't want to do
I
SBA
wouldn't be
either.
doing an SBA 7A with this.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. I'll follow up with you through email and you speak with your team and we see where we go from here.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Luke.
Come through for me, so please do shoot me an email and if it bounces back, give me a shout back.
Yes, sir. You have a good day. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Valentino. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, you heard that. So, uncollateralized debt, interest rate goes up to 10%, right? Because what if we default? Like he said, he's not in the business of running a medical staffing business. So let me open it up for questions. Anybody got any questions before we jump on the second call? I want to answer some people's questions. Give me just a moment so I could get on Facebook. But that was a very, very nice conversation. Dude looks like he can get the loan done. Give me just a moment. So there was a few terms we're going to be discussing after the video, and I'm going to be discussing the deal structure with ANSI. ANSI got an amazing deal structure for this type of deal. Essentially, we're not going to be going with banks. We're going to be doing investors only. ANSI is going to explain all of that. But for this case, again, we just want to shop around terms so you guys who do want to approach a bank can understand how the market is currently. Remember, if you don't have any collateral, then rates are going to go up for you. It seems like they don't have a standard document. It's just going to be the FDIC documents, and we're going to be going over that on another episode. So let's move on to the next deal. Give me just a moment. Down 6 million. And he talked about 4-year loan. That boy was pushing it. I'm not gonna lie. AR, let's put 1.1 million for this deal. Let's make that up. But yeah, they like to tap into AR. He said UCC1. We're gonna discuss all of those terms, and let me move on to the next bank. Okay, look. Now we're doing Sion's Bank Broadway.
Of service, your call may be recorded. You may receive an email requesting feedback on the service provided today. Please let us know how we did by completing this short survey.
Hello, and thank you for calling Zions Bank customer service. My name is Billy. How can I assist you today?
Hello, Billy. I'm looking to speak with a lending officer for leverage loans. I'm looking to buy a business.
Okay. And were you wanting to try to reach someone at a specific branch or just with our teleloans department?
Whoever you can connect me with. It's really not an issue.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, let me get you over to one of our teleloan agents.
Okay.
Is it all right if I just place you on a brief hold and I can get him on the line?
No problem. Go for it. Thank you.
Okay. Could I get your name first?
Yeah, Valentino.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, it'll just be a brief hold. Thank you for your patience.
No problem.
Thank you so much for holding. I do have Audrey here on the line with our loans department. She'll be able to take it from here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Valentino. My name is Borgie. How are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Great.
Okay, so she mentioned a commercial loan product
Right.
that you want to get information on. Now, that's handled by our branch. We don't do those commercial products over the phone. What state do you live in?
I'm in Utah.
Utah? Okay, what's
Yeah.
your zip code so I can get the closest branch to you?
Yeah, it's gonna be 84094.
84094, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, one moment, please.
Thank you.
Just a moment. You're welcome. All right, just a moment. Okay, location, search. Okay, delete. 84094. Okay, so the Sandy
Yes.
branch is the closest one to you, and their phone number is 801.
Just a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, 801.
Okay. 524 4717 is their phone number.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. You have a good day, sir.
You as well. Bye. All right. Let's call these people and let's see what they can do for me.
Thank you for calling Zions Bank. The financial center you are trying to reach is currently assisting other customers. Please hold while we transfer your call to our customer care center. To ensure quality of service, your call may be recorded. You may receive an email requesting feedback on the service provided today. Please let us know how we did by completing this short survey.
Thank you for calling Zion's customer service. This is Joe. How can I help you?
Hey, Joe, my name's Valentino. I'm looking for a commercial loan for a business.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any lending officers I can speak with right now.
Let me see what I can do to assist you.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm going to get you over to a loan officer. This would be because you need
Commercial loan.
credit quotes. Okay.
Yeah, it's for a business acquisition. I'm looking to buy a business.
Right. Okay. All right. If you'll please hold.
No problem. Thank you.
Mr. Valentino, thank you so much for holding. I have Brooke on the line. She's one of our loan specialists, and she's going to be able to assist you with your questions on that commercial loan.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Doing well. What was your name again?
My name is Brooke.
Okay.
So before we get started, I did just want to let you know, as far as commercial loans go, those get to have special handling, and so any commercial loan that you apply for needs to be applied for in the branch. I'm happy to locate a branch near you to give you that information, but that's going to be how you get your questions answered about a commercial loan, because they have all of that special rates and pricing and like they have all of that information there at the branch that we don't have here. So would you like me to find you a branch near you?
This is the nearest branch. I was just transferred to this one from Zion's Bank, Broadway. I called Zion's Bank Broadway. They asked me what my area was. Gave them the zip code and they transferred me to the Sandy location, which is this one.
Oh, sorry. It actually transferred to the call center. So you're trying at the Sandy location?
Correct.
Okay, let me see if I have an internal number for the Sandy location, I can call them and get you transferred over there. I'm so sorry. You were trying to do the right thing and you got all goofed up. My bad. Sorry.
No problem.
All right. Find Sandy location. Oh, yeah, looks like it does get forwarded there. Let me call this number real quick. Let me see if that will answer over to the Sandy line. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm gonna lower the volume right now for these guys. I mean, you gotta have patience when you're calling banks. You have to have patience, but I mean, get yourself a list of banks near you and just pick up the phone and call them and see what the rates are. You can even do a mock deal, or if you already have a deal, just cue the numbers a little so you can get an idea of what the market is. But I will tell you this, banks are very risk adverse. I'd say extremely risk adverse. So if you don't have something that is really strong in regards to its cash flow, especially if you don't have a lot of collateral, very unlikely you're going to get the loan. It has to be one or the other. Either you have a lot of collateral, if the business loans are a little all over the place. Let me see.
I do have the branch on the line. It doesn't look like they have anybody available today, but they're going to go ahead and talk to you and get a time set up for someone to call you that can help you with that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hey, my name.
All right, I'll just drop the call here. Yeah, I mean, it's almost 5 p.m. Give me a second. We're just gonna call tomorrow a little more. But like I said, it either comes to one or the other. Either you have a lot of collateral that you could provide to substantiate that volatility in cash flows, or you have really great cash flows and you can afford those higher interest rates. Because at the end of the day, the bank wants to cover his ass. They want to be able to pay back their loan. Like they said, if they're seller finance or any other types of structures, it's really not an issue as long as they're getting the first payment, right? So you got to keep things like that in mind. If it's not a really strong cash flowing business, does the business have assets that you can use as collateral? Well, if the business doesn't have assets to that degree, and you still won the deal, I mean, you're going to have to put up your own assets. You're going to have to come in with your own capital, or you're going to have to get a guarantor or a business partner that can assist you with that. But for your first acquisition, especially mature companies, I mean, they're already more established, so it's really not going to be an issue. But that's the approach I would take. My first acquisition, mature company is more stable, and then I could just build from that. Now, you do want to be careful because banks like to cross-collateralize, so you want to make sure every business or anything you're funding, it's his own business, it's his own entity, as opposed to we're going to collateralize the previous loan or the previous deal we did. I mean, it's easier, but if anything goes wrong, you're going to be losing two pieces instead of one. So you want to try to separate each one as much as possible. Now, I'm going to cut the video short here because I'm going to hop on another one with Ansi, and we're going to talk about the deal structure and the terms. But we'll follow up this video series tomorrow. Any other questions you may have, feel free to drop them in the comment section. Thank you very much.